Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 8 of Whispers of the Dice, Campaign 1, Terrador, Trespass, the Shattered Alliance. I'm back again with my bestest friends, most of my bestest friends in the entire world, plus an additional bestest friends. Everyone say hello.
Most?
Hello.
I said that because
Nobody
Brooks
said
was
hello.
gone.
Hello.
Today, our lovely friend Brooks had to go to a concert. No, and
Mom.
so no, you're not losing your mind. Maverick Jr. did not come back to life, but Carter is returning to play Lorik for a session, which is why I said I have an additional best friend here today.
Lost a friend
Incredible.
to gain a friend.
And we're ready to get started. Would someone like to do our recap for inspiration, please?
I DM'd, so I cannot.
Yeah, fair.
You
I have
could.
that memory.
Couldn't hear.
Trying
So
to
Who
I'm not
wants
gonna step up.
inspiration?
I'm trying to remember, Joe.
Carter, what do
It
you
started
think
with
happened?
Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Carter, what do you think happened?
Yeah, Carter tells me anything happened.
Not
started
me
with the
totally
ball.
not bringing up the text I was given earlier.
No,
Hold
okay,
on.
Carter, that's cheating.
I'm not
Okay,
cheating.
I'll do it.
No,
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay,
I'll do it.
go Theo.
I'll do it. So we went to the ball. We had a little cute red carpet moment. And we slayed. We slayed for the people at home and the people at the party. Then we went in the party and it was kind of crazy, but in like a high society way. Everyone was kind of mean. Not true, but there was a lot of gossip that night. Someone help me with the rumors. I don't remember. So I know that
I'll
some
list them
new.
off.
Okay.
I will list them off. The rumors that are currently active. The dungeon under the library was made by Theo. Bart might have done something untoward as guardsmen surrounded him at the library. Fletch Halloway might also be leaving the wizardry ways behind. The Tschad family knew the clerics would attack the ball and did nothing to prepare. And then we have some scandals. Lorik is the son of Governor Garrick and is working on behalf of him. Cyrus and Maverick are romantically entangled. Kiana is on the marriage market. Maverick III is turning away from his family's politics.
Slay. Anyways, after that, after all these little rumors happened, we met, there was some monks that were spoken to. There was a grandpa that was spoken to, specifically Maverick's grandpa. He was a little mad, about Cyrus being there, but then Maverick said, "Nuh-uh, don't be mad. Get over it." Pope. And then after that, while things were happening, there was a conversation between Maverick and Lorik in which we found out that Lorik is like 3 spirits in a trench coat and none of them are Lorik? Question mark? Yeah, something like that.
Whatever do you means?
Whatever do you mean? But yeah, so that's a little crazy. And then after that conversation happened, and then the clerics attacked. And they were really mean about it and they tried to set the party on fire. But we bodied that and we got rid of all the alcohol barrels and there's no more fire and we got everyone out and now we have a hostage.
Yes. Incredible.
No casualties. Hard
Please take inspiration.
Absolutely, I will.
Hell yeah.
I'll
So
take
as we check back in with our adventurers, they have just finished battling the clerics of the Whispering Storm, seemingly here to bring Theo over to their side. And now we have Lorik's little cleric woman that he has kidnapped and is currently dangling over a ladder hole.
ladder
and-
hole.
Forgot about that.
As you all reconvene and find Lorik in the attic with this poor woman, the ball in various states of disarray around you, people are still piling out. What do you all do with this young woman you have held hostage? And when you find Lorik holding her hostage?
I'd like to picture Kiana like walking towards the base of the ladder and like going, Lorik, Lorik, looking up and seeing this dangling cleric. Oh, have you seen Lorik? Oh. I take that as a no.
Nothing to see up here.
Oh no, she's turned blurry. The cleric, she came out of focus.
He's been blurred.
Lorik, what are you doing?
I just kind of have this lady here. Yeah, we're just hanging out.
Do I need to get the rest of the crew?
I mean, you can if you like to, but like no pressure at all. I mean, everything's fine here. Isn't that right, friend?
How to not be suspicious 101. Jesus.
Turns around, like pokes her little frog head out of the little door room that she's in. Lorik seems to have made a friend. Does everyone want to see?
He made a friend. That's rare.
It looks like the people that we just killed.
Oh.
Oh, I'll take care of her. No worries.
Mid dumping a barrel out a window, huh?
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 I can't remember if Maverick ended the battle next to Lorik or if I'm also staring up.
I think you were next to Laura.
I think so, yeah. So you were trying to go
Okay.
after him, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on the other side. I do remember that.
Yeah, everyone was toward the main entranceway, except for Maverick, that was like halfway towards the room.
Okay.
Awesome.
Maverick keeps walking. He hears the exchange. He goes, "Oh, that ain't a friend," and
That ain't a friend.
it ain't a friend. And is standing next to Lorik and just looking down at the woman, going, "Lorik, if you let go of her, she's gonna die."
We're just hanging out. Is this not hanging out? Oh,
I mean, she is quite literally hanging, but
yeah, exactly. Is that not what? Am I doing
laugh's
this
a
wrong?
metaphor, buddy. And I tap him on the shoulder and I just start calling for everyone to please come here before we drop this woman.
Okay.
Death drop.
Yeah. So, Lorik, are you gonna pull her up, or are you hanging her out? Are you gonna drop her? What are you doing?
She's just hanging out right now, so I think she's just gonna continue to hang out.
Okay. What does everyone else do as they approach and see what's happening?
I do that thing that like dads do when they watch the news and they go, huh. Looking up at this lady like, what's going on there?
Kiana,
And I'm just
Kiana
Well,
makes
just
her
to
way up.
Could be
clarify,
of some
if it
use
wasn't
to us.
said, is it a one-arm like grab or is it two-arm grab?
whatever.
I
Two-arm
think
grab?
Lorik was canonically holding her by her hair,
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
like
Just a
full
little
pony
like,
grab.
just a little like pinata pull, a little bit.
Yeah. So Kiana makes her way up. Cyrus said, "Is she of any use to us?" Your verdict,
I
y'all.
mean-
What are you doing
We
with
can
her?
find out.
She's
Well, we
still
still have
hanging
no
out.
idea. We still have no idea where the rest of them are.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'd kind of like to know why they wanted to come here specifically.
and what they wanted with Lorik.
Yeah.
Okay, Lorik, give me a contested athletics roll.
All right.
She tweaking.
Shit.
Okay. Give me a second.
Her wig falls off.
No, her weave.
That's gonna be a.
Ew, what?
A what?
Uh-huh.
Oh, did that not come through? Sorry.
No.
Internet weird. That's a 6.
Interesting. Okay, so while you guys are discussing this for a prolonged period of time, she wrests out of your grip, or probably more likely, she draws her sword because her hands are free and cuts her hair off. So she tumbles to the ground, lands, and begins to run for it.
I'm chasing her. I'm chasing her.
Can I shoot her with my bow?
You certainly can.
Jeez.
Bart, give me a attack roll with disadvantage. Theo, you can give me a dexterity check.
Can I also use Step of the Wind in case she goes super fast?
Yeah.
Maverick is also
Can that give
making
me
a beeline.
advantage? Because I'm going so fast.
Hey, so you're using Step of the Wind, which already makes you go mechanically faster. Why would I let you? Why would I let you also have advantage? Have you considered
Rule of
that?
cool.
Because I rolled a 10.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So when she cut her hair and assuming fell down the ladder area, was Kiana still climbing the ladder and she fall on Kiana?
I think she narrowly missed you, but yes,
Amazing.
you were climbing the ladder.
Amazing.
Yeah. Okay.
Cyrus is going to
11.
vault out one of the lower windows and try and go around and cut her off. So
Great.
she's
Give me a
chasing her too.
dexterity check. Acrobatics check from Cyrus.
Ooh, 18 plus. You said acrobatics? Oh, dex.
Mhm. Acrobatics.
Oh, acrobatics. Okay, 18. 22.
Okay, let's see what Bart got first.
Thank God.
11.
11. Okay, your arrow whizzes past her. 22 for Cyrus. You vault out the window and are on your way to cut her off as she runs away. Yes, Maverick.
Maverick also sprints after her.
Okay, give me a dexterity check.
Oh,
Theo's in pursuit, but it doesn't seem like is catching up very well.
I fell over.
Yeah,
a
19.
barrel.
19 total?
Yeah.
Okay. You matched her, meets it, beats it. Go ahead and give me an athletics roll.
So I got a 10.
Okay. So you are caught up with her. You're unable to tackle her to the ground, though.
Right.
She kind of slips out of your... like, you are in pursuit of her, but you have not
Okay.
caught her physically yet. Anyone else doing anything, or
What a
we're
slippery
going to
bitch.
roll one more time for Maverick to
I
see
think
if she
we're-
gets away or if...
I thought
you guys-
Jesse
Work.
intercepted
Cyrus is trying to cut.
somewhere.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Cyrus
cut her off.
intercepted.
Yes, very good. Cyrus, give me
No.
Dex. And Maverick, give me
Roll.
another Dex.
Okay.
So are they holding her
I
down
got a
right now?
17.
Oh,
They did not catch.
okay.
I got a 17. Let me know if either of you beat me.
Oh, I have 17 as well.
I'm also getting disadvantage still because of my...
Yes, you are, because of your exhaustion.
Yeah.
Cyrus meets it, beats it. Tell me what it looks like as you cut
Okay.
around the outside window and catch this woman.
So Cyrus sees everyone trying to take off to get her, so she vaults out the window and tries to sweep around to cut her off. And she sees Maverick swipe to catch her, barely evades, so she comes in from the side and just tackles her to the ground.
Awesome. As you tackle her, give me a perception check, or you can do insight.
Ooh, 14?
14. On a 14, as you pin her to the ground, ready to do whatever you see fit, you see that she's foaming at the mouth.
Oh.
I roll her onto her side.
Okay, so you start to roll her onto her side. Are you trying to help this woman?
If she dies, that would be bad.
Give me a medicine check.
Oh no, Cyrus probably doesn't know medicine. Oh shoot, I dropped my dice. Hey, bingo.
Bingo.
Wait, I didn't get the bingo.
16.
16?
Yeah.
You are very familiar with poison. You use it a lot in your work, and you know that as she was running away from here, she took some kind of pill as she was running away from you all, and she's moments from dying.
Oh my goodness.
As she's like spitting at, like trying to wrest out of your grip, she's spitting at you, swearing at you, and you can tell that she's taken some kind of deadly poison.
Can
Can I try and make her throw up?
Okay,
Wait,
I like
can
that
Maverick
better.
help with that?
I like
Because
that
Maverick's
better.
right next to her.
I was gonna cast Lesser Restoration, to, try and cure that.
I'm helping Kiana get over there while they're making her throw up.
But
Yeah,
I'm gonna let
can I be helping?
Yeah.
Kiana
I'm
is pretty
carrying-
far behind, I'll say.
Right.
I'm
So if
carrying
this is-
Kiana. I looped back to go get Kiana.
Can Maverick help by like sticking his fingers down her throat to get her to throw?
Oh.
Yes.
Just punch her.
I was gonna say I will let them attempt this medicine check with advantage, and Kiana, you're on your way if
Right.
if it doesn't work. Cyrus, give me a medicine check with advantage from Maverick.
Oh, okay. Well, I rolled 17 first thing, so.
Okay.
And then an 8, so definitely 17.
Okay. On her Constitution saving throw, she rolled a nat 1. So as you are trying to make her throw up, you see that she does, but Kiana, as you arrive, give me a medicine check.
Medicine. Hold on.
She like
We're just watching this from the
throws up
sideline.
all over Maverick's hand and like onto the ground.
Ooh.
Onto the
Damn
coat.
it, what'd you take? What did you do?
18.
Nasty.
What was it, Kiana? I'm sorry.
18.
18. It's already done what it needed to do. Any minute now, even though she has thrown it up. You guys probably have a minute or two
So if
before her suicide is successful.
I cast lesser restoration, will that do anything or?
I think on a 18 medicine check, you get the indication that she's already failed 3 death saving throws. Essentially, this is the last moment.
Oh, it would need to be a revivify.
Guys, it's coming close. I'm gonna cast suggestion.
Great.
Ooh.
Kiana gets to use spells. Okay, great. What do you suggest?
Tell us everything you know.
Spill it.
Spill the
Why are you
beans.
here? Why were you
Spill the
here?
tea, sis. Why were you here?
Why
what
were
was
you
the
here?
motive? Yeah.
Great. You see that in a very rambled, 30 seconds from dying type of way, she's like, the point was always to get the one true monk. We were here to, it was just to get her and get out. We didn't think it'd be so hard to get a kid. And with a final sputter, some blood comes out onto the front of her mouth, and the woman passes away.
Damn it.
I
Well,
know.
yeah, now they're after the kid.
That's
Yeah, they're after
nasty.
Theo.
I kick her dead body and I walk away. I'm mad. I'm mad, guys.
Maverick wipes the vomit on her and then follows Theo, just like, hey, what? Hold on, what's going on? What's going on?
This is stupid. This is stupid. Why me? I don't get it. Why come to a party? Why come to this? This is stupid. You could just get me any other time. We were traveling on a road. You could come get me then if you wanted it. Why have to do it in the public? Why have to do it with people around? Why have to walks away, like pacing.
Maverick just, yeah, turns away. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna let her go.
She's
Amazing.
got zoomies.
I walk back to the body and start to loot it, because
Oh yeah.
like,
Great. Give me an investigation
could-
check.
Blue Goblin.
hey, Cyrus, help me loot this body. Just like,
Check her pockets.
Whatever you need.
Oh. I'm gonna write a song
Wait,
about
what-
this.
What was the roll again?
Putting
Investigation.
a body together.
investigation. Hold on.
When we get to loot the body.
Yeah, I forgot I had disadvantage. I got a critical 1, -1, which is a 0.
Oh, so I need to roll twice because I'm rolling for disadvantage.
You do
No,
not
I'm
need
rolling
to.
for disadvantage.
Maverick is because he's exhausted.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well,
Bro takes
Cyrus
I rolled a
is
16,
slightly
but I have a
drunk.
-1, so I have 15.
Okay. So on that incredible investigation check,
Incredible.
you find on that average investigation check, you find 6 gold pieces, which Cyrus does not need, and you
Rich.
find some holy symbols, some signets. You do find like a little scrap of paper with like some random like writing on it of like the address of the mansion and that kind of thing. But you don't find anything that you wouldn't expect to, I guess.
Can I fling my tongue out to smack their hand as they're looting this body? Trust me.
Sure.
Both of
Yeah.
our hands? All 4 of them?
Roll an attack roll for an unarmed strike.
All right, bet.
It won't do any. It won't do any damage.
Right,
but
right.
just a hit.
That is a 23.
That hits Cyrus for sure. So
Cyrus,
Just
looting bodies at the
Gross.
ball is not a part of court.
what do you want us to do? Like,
Respect
she
them.
died. We have to find something. We just found out that this kid over here is a target.
There are children here. Me.
Yeah, and one of the
You're a
children.
child.
You're
You're
18.
a princess.
You're 2 years old, Kiana. Kiana, one of the children is Theo. That they came to a ball, caused a bunch of fire, and now here we are.
Theo's pacing back and forth in the background, like throwing things to the ground, like ripping grass up from the ground.
Look at her.
Sounds like it if
She's
I just
watching
walked
a
over there and
bush.
slapped you in the face.
I just don't think it's appropriate that we are looting bodies at such a high, pristine manner.
This manor ain't high at all. First off, second, it's fine because it's my manor, and it's fine, Kiana. Trust me. You need to find stuff.
Fine.
This is the only way. Just don't hit people with your tongue. Only the bad guys, please.
Okay.
Cyrus gives Maverick the gold pieces and says, "Here, you need this."
I'm sorry. The only other person in this envoy who doesn't need any money, well, and Kiana, and Bart, Lorik or Theo are the poor ones.
I
And
have
you're like,
$5.
Maverick looks at the money, looks at Lorik, goes, he's not going to know what to do with this, and walks over to Theo when she's at one point on the ground and just kind of, money.
No, I don't want that right now. Ah!
Okay, I'm going to
I'm gonna
hold
go
on
jump
to
in the
it for
fountain.
later.
I
No.
can take it if you want.
Okay, do you know how it works?
Give it to Lorik.
I
There's no
have.
money.
I mean, it's shiny, and I've seen other people with shiny things before. So, I think that you just take a shiny, give shiny to the shiny keeper, and then you get more shiny.
I'll
Phil?
explain the ins and outs of capitalism later, but here you go, take this.
Hey, is there
Drops.
capitalism here?
Nigeria is a socialist nation.
Yeah.
I'll
we're-
explain
we
socialism later, and I hand him the gold.
Okay, Lorik can, I guess, text Brooks and tell him that he has 6 gold now. Pretty sure Lorik has $0. So
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
put
that's
it-
right.
you
He's
can put
moving
it
up
on
in
a
the world.
necklace.
Buy
Put
some
it on a
chicken.
necklace for Lurk.
you guys are going to be at the Tschad Manor for several days now. This will alleviate all of your levels of exhaustion, and we're going to clean up some loose ends. So I will give you some narrative points here and then turn it over to you guys to tell me what you do during this kind of downtime. As essentially, Grandpa is gone. He's going to do some counteractive PR to try to fix the situation where it's a scandal now that Maverick is rejecting the politics of his family. He's playing up the fact that Maverick and Cyrus went to the dance together. Oh, look, like we're so cool with Varanth. He's trying to sever and say that there is no connection between the Tschads and the clerics. And of course, to prepare to announce Junior's unfortunate natural caused death. And to arrange funeral arrangements and all these different things. But you also, it's easier for Maverick and you guys to stay here for a while to rest up. You guys have been really on the move the last couple weeks But also, the house needs repairs done, and it's easier while Grandpa's away if Maverick can be the one to arrange all of that and have Joel make sure that people are in here to fix things and have new deliveries in and all this good stuff. And of course, to save your own face, react however you would be to your father's death, to not look suspicious, all this good stuff. Joel does let you guys know, reaffirms what you guys have come to the conclusion of, that based on some people that work for you guys and that kind of thing, the clerics did find out through some kind of probably spell work that Theo sent a letter to both the paladins and the clerics, and that they thought, they were offended by that and thought that kidnapping her, a small child, from a busy public ball would be very easy, and that's why you guys defeated them so easily, because they essentially just sent some grunts to do what should have been a higher priority job. Essentially, they thought it would be a lot easier than it was. Joel also lets Maverick know that so Afriel's departure for Abyssalia, or for the Swamplands rather, will be delayed slightly due to your father's untimely passing. Stay back and allow for arrangements to be made with that. Give a little bit of breathing room for major events that are happening in the Tschad family. But whenever your envoy is ready to leave the nation, I will bring her to wherever you are so that she can hop on the ship with you guys. And that gives her plenty of time to pack up so she doesn't have to go along with your business. But when you're ready to leave Imperia, just send a letter and send for her, and I will escort her to you. Incredible. And as this first night ends, we haven't gone through like, a big time skip yet. It's still the night of the ball after the battle. People are cleaning up, people are getting things settled, people are coming off of being drunk and having a great night. I'll turn it over to you guys for now, because I know that we have some conversations in particular, some people in particular that we wanted to talk to. I'll turn it over to you guys now. What do you do on specifically this first night, right after the battle, when everybody is doing the initial kind of cleanup and sorting out?
So where is everybody right now? Is everyone still kind of together? Are we off doing our own things?
I think you guys are all in the same general area, probably.
Yeah.
Theo's probably
guest wing.
Yeah, you guys are all. Theo's probably angrily pacing
in whatever room she was given.
Joel is out in the main area making arrangements to get everything fixed. But I think all the rest of you would have made your way to kind of the guest wing area. And also, your mother and Afriel were fine during the battle. They were not hurt. Yes, continue on, Cyrus.
So can Cyrus go find Bart? All right. Cyrus makes her way to where she thinks Bart is, probably in one of the guest wing. And she locks eyes with him and storms across down the hallway towards him. And says, "So Bart, there's this song going around.
Oh
Have you
yeah?
heard of it?"
Well, there's a lot of songs going around, so probably.
No. Yes, but you know what I mean. So, have you heard of it?
You're not really giving me much to go off of. I know songs. I write songs.
Bart, why did you start a rumor?
I didn't start a rumor.
Everyone's
What are you talking
about it now.
About what?
What am I supposed to do?
About what? I don't know what you're saying.
You're gonna make me say it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You started a rumor that Maverick and I have romantic feelings. or something like that.
Oh, that wasn't a rumor. That was true. I was just, bro. I was just singing. I was
We
just
went to
writing
the
and
party.
singing about what I saw.
We decided beforehand who was going with who.
Yeah.
So it could have
I
been
didn't excuse you guys
anyone.
making hard eyes at each other and going all
What
up
are
in
you
each other,
talking about right
standing
now?
up for each other and stuff. Okay, okay, don't start dumb and act like stuff's not happening. Okay,
You know what?
I am
I don't know.
an artist and I speak the truth,
Mhm.
and I saw the truth.
Mhm.
I mean, I did some Maverick complaining. I sang that song staring straight at him. Okay, like at
Mhm.
you guys, and you guys look like you were loving it. So I don't know why you're complaining now.
Oh yeah, I really loved it whenever I looked at you and my eyes literally had flame because I was so mad. Yeah. Anyways, I
didn't
was
notice
gonna come over
that.
here and say, yeah.
It looked
I
like
was
you were
gonna come over and
happy.
say, oh yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say that you were becoming quite the archer and maybe compliment you or something, but I think I kind of changed my mind. So.
Well, I'd be honored if you said that to me, but honestly, that last round of combat, I did screw up a lot, and it was really embarrassing, so I kind of deserve that. So I don't blame you for that, really. That was really embarrassing. I'm glad none of my fans were there to see that. I'd really lose my reputation.
Yeah. Matt, Bart with all of his little girlfriends. Anyway. Yeah.
I don't really. Okay.
I can't even with you. She walks away.
I don't get what the problem is. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't get it.
Bart literally going, yeah,
Weird.
all my girlfriends. What?
Okay.
Like,
What about
nothing.
him? I'm good.
Wait, what was Bart doing when Cyrus walked in?
Staring at a wall. I don't know. I hate combat, so I'm just staring at a wall. Like that sucked. That really sucked.
You know, like,
Just
I
sitting
know
here
that
like,
you
I'm
That
looking for
bow and
inspiration.
arrow that he missed.
yeah, he's sitting there with the bow in his hand, like,
Never again.
never. I'm swearing off a bow and arrow.
Amazing. So we had a little bit of fun bonding time with Bart and Cyrus, who haven't spoken in a while, so that's fun. I
I'm
love
just
it.
glad Cyrus seeked me out for the first time. Usually she's out seeking out Maverick, but now she's paying attention to me, so whatever.
Josie, where does Cyrus go as she leaves Bart? You can do it. I believe in you. Now's your moment.
Who else would she go to?
She goes to try and find Maverick.
Yeah, she does.
God. Okay, where would she find
Really?
you, Matt?
Really hope we're not trying to be romantic, because Maverick's in Cedar's bedroom just staring at the walls.
Oh, Jesus.
But
you
I will
find-
have it. Hold on. He's leaving, because he did lie to them and go, I'll be in my room. Mm-mm.
Why is everyone
He's
staring
like
at
leaving the
walls?
room.
So,
Certified
Cyrus-
Bell right there.
You catch Maverick as he's leaving a bedroom that means nothing to you, but you catch him as he walks back into the hallway.
Hey, we talk for a minute?
Yeah. You want to talk in the hallway or in my room?
Well, wait, what?
You want to talk in the hallway or in my room?
Well, I don't really want to talk out here.
All right. Just gently puts his hand on the back of her shoulder. I almost said neck, sorry. Her shoulder. And he guides her to the next room over, which is his childhood bedroom, because his parents haven't changed it.
There's a twin bed in the corner. I'm just kidding, you're rich. That'd be hilarious. I'm just kidding. There's a huge
It's a loft
candy bed.
bed. It's a twin loft bed.
Nah, guys. You know it's a futon. You know it's a futon.
It's a race car bed.
Hammock.
It's a race
The
car
hammock
bed.
was hanging from the
Duh.
center.
He has like the big room that the big bed that you know he had since he was 5. Why would a 5-year-old need this
Yeah.
big bed? But there's like high school awards on the walls that don't say his name.
AB honor roll.
He's just like, kind of forgot it looked like this in here because I don't really live here. So,
I know you
Yeah,
said
come
it's
in.
a big fancy bed. I'm imagining it with a no bed frame. It's on the floor.
yeah,
In the corner.
yeah. Bad.
When you go to your Tinder date's house.
Navy blue comforter.
Dang, so I don't even know where to start, but I was not thinking very clearly at the party, but I do remember something.
All right.
Someone came up to me. It was Joel. He saw us out in the garden.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Well, he kind of was talking to me about and questioned me about the rumors, asking if they were true. Apparently everyone talking about rumors these days. Yeah, he asked about you and me.
About what with you and me?
Well, I guess it's not really my place to say, but I guess you can ask him exactly what it is he said. But, he seemed kind of hurt.
About us coming together, I assume.
Well, you know how it seemed. I was a mess. Never gonna happen again. And, give me a hug and, you know. He just seemed like he was kind of upset by it all. I know
Is
he's your
it-
friend and everything, so I don't really want to talk badly about him or whatever, but
Well, he knows better than to, as my advisor, come up to you in a ballroom and harass you about our relationship.
well, it's not like I'm worried that they're about that if there is one or anything. He just I don't even know.
Wait, hold on. You're worried about what?
There's
Iris, you
It's
can't
just-
even look at me.
Maverick, give me an insight check.
I got a 20. So
Natural? Would that be natural?
no, unnatural.
Okay.
Yeah.
She, as much as she can't look you in the eye, she does not want you to leave.
Are you nervous that there is possibility, however slim it is, that there is something here, and Joel's coming around to poke his nose in.
I don't know what's going on, but you're being nice to me for once, which was weird. So, but to be honest, it's been a long time since anyone has done anything like that for me. And I don't know, Joel was just coming around and questioning everything and saying, I don't know. I guess
Well,
just worried about what he'll say to you.
worried that he was going to say something to have me stop being nice to you.
Oh, you know how your country sometimes, or I wouldn't say your country, but the politicians in it, they don't seem to like people like me very much. I guess I'm just worried about it all. And this whole thing with me being hired to kill you. I was concerned that he somehow find out about that.
Cyrus, let me level with you real quick. And he sits on the edge of his bed and holds his hands out. Don't gotta take them. It's fine.
She kind of gives him a questioning look and puts her hands towards him.
Alright. And he's holding them and like looking directly up at her. That man has witnessed me murder 2 people now. I'm going somewhere with this, I swear. A, if anything did come out that you were hired to kill me, Joel would have to keep his mouth shut anyways. Because while he is my friend, he is also my advisor. Which is why, to my other point, I shouldn't have come up to you and said that. And I'm trying really hard to not get mad right now. I'm mad at you. I'm mad at him. Third, you haven't called me pretty boy once this entire conversation. What's going on?
I heard some things about other things at the party too.
Alright.
I remember the rumor about you having a kid. Yeah, that one. I know you have someone else in your life, and clearly, she kind of takes her hands back. She's like, oh, whatever. She pulls out her dance card and just shoves it in his face. Says, you wanted to dance earlier.
I have to be so chill. I have to be so chill. I was Danica saying that, not so chill. He takes it and just kind of, alright, and stands up. I don't know our D&D campaign equivalent of the record players is
The holocube.
the holocube. He turns on his holocube. So probably romantic song, but not like the stuffy ones. A chill one. Holds his hand out and he looks at her and goes, do you want me to lead or do you want to?
I think I'd let you lead, pretty boy.
Maverick laughs, and hand on her lower back, on her other hand, and starts to dance around the room.
Cyrus starts to
Like, it up.
Cyrus
Oh.
starts to calm down a little bit. She was very tense earlier. Everything going on with Joel, trying to tell him that she's concerned about everything. So she starts to calm down a little bit and starts to dance with him and says, "You know, the reason why I wasn't using Pretty Boy earlier is because I think it's a little too vanilla for you. I think we need to come up with something else for you."
Okay. I'm just kidding.
Maverick, that's what he says. He just goes, fuck, really softly, and then he's like, I'd be mighty fine with that. As they continue to dance around the room.
As you guys continue to dance.
Jeez.
Is it hot in here, yeah?
It's getting hot.
Oh,
Big time.
that was pornographic.
Never been-
So, listen,
What?
He's pulling his cock out!
No.
Whoa!
continue to dance around Maverick's. No, hold on. Lock in. I'm setting the scene.
I'm sorry. I just
I'm starting.
Walk in.
I
Walk in.
No,
laughed-
it was perfect.
I laughed
Jesse, you're
so
fine.
I
You're
laughed so
beautiful.
hard
I-
I blacked out a little bit. I'm sorry.
Listen. We move away from this very touching scene where Senator Maverick Tschad III and an assassin from a different nation hired to kill him very sweetly slow dance in his childhood bedroom. What else is going on that night before we move on? Anything else this evening before we zoom through some downtime? I have one more narrative beat after you guys finish up.
I feel like in order to do rest in peace Brooks proud, I think that Lorik might have actually made his way back to the art that he looked at with the encounter to genuinely try to start to comprehend some of it. Because
Okay.
that line of like, he probably heard you brought someone in who doesn't even know what art is, probably stuck with him, I would imagine.
Oh.
Beautiful. I'll let you tell me what role you're making here. But whichever one makes sense for you.
Yeah, 1 second.
Animal
The
handling.
sheet disappeared.
That's a beautiful sentiment.
Bring out
Jesse.
your chef tools.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna cook up some fire art. Let's see. Dang, it's a difficult one. You know what? Being someone who does art, I would say that it is magical in its own way. Can I do Arcana?
I would love for you to do Arcana. Go for it.
Fantastic.
I love
That
that
was
sentiment.
cheesy. All right, that is going to be a 12.
12. I think that Lorik finds the less realistic stuff a little bit more complicated and hard to understand, but he is able to, after seeing all the portraits and things, kind of understand that art in this way, and in this case it's paintings, are a way to keep someone alive even when they've died. And Lorik remembers seeing Tandem dead in the coffin. He had to kill someone within 15 minutes of being alive. He's seen so much death, but I think for the first time Lorik is seeing the very societal human drive to want to memorialize things that have gone and have ways that they'll still be here. And I think that he recognizes that portraits are a way to do that.
Yeah, I think gazing upon whatever portrait you think would be fit, he just sort of looks up and goes, maybe I should try this sometime.
Adorable. Lorik gets into painting. And actually, I'll say, as you're kind of wandering back trying to find whichever guest room you've been assigned, you walk past, like, probably what is, like, Maverick's mother's art studio or something, and you see, like, a little basket that has some, like, oil paint tubes and, like, some brushes and, like, little pieces of, like, hard, thick, paper. And I think Laura can take that little kind of painting kit or whatever.
Sleight of hand check. No, I'm just kidding.
You can just steal it, man. You don't even have to sleight of hand it. There's no one in there.
Straight stealing.
Dude, she's
Awesome.
drunk. She don't know.
She's not
right,
even.
you're right.
She gone.
Shut up.
Amazing.
I feel like the first thing, just to leave my mark on this, I feel like Lorik would immediately begin sort of trying to paint how he feels.
Oh. Give me a performance check.
Of course.
He's our little craftsman.
Our little artist.
Oh, heck yeah. He might actually be. Sorry, what did you say again? Performance?
Performance.
21.
Nice.
Ooh.
Lorik has a very natural knack for art, I think. And Lorik, this is a great help for the three spirits in your head to kind of all work together on something.
Right.
And they're able to put together this beautiful, and strangely enough, even though this is not a kind of art that he super understands himself, it's kind of this surrealist kind of painting with all these different mixing colors and symbols that is this kind of perfect marriage between the three personalities. Yeah.
Awesome. Cool.
Gorgeous.
Great.
Incredible. Anyone else for this particular night? Before I'll hit one more, and then you guys are free to tell me what you do over the next couple days.
Sure, I'll go. Go for it.
Wait. Okay. Sorry. I think at least for the first night, Theo does not stop to trance. She does that thing where it's like, when you get so like worked up about something that you keep trying to make yourself do other things to like, okay, I'm done thinking about this. I'm gonna go try and do this real quick, and then we're just gonna, and then but it's that thing where it's like you keep trying to do something, and each time it's like it doesn't work because you're like, you maybe get 10 minutes of genuine like attempt before you're like, I'm not even focusing on this anymore, and it's like, it's monk people missing, it's clerics here, it's my letter scheme didn't work the way I wanted it to. It's mom is gossiping about me. It's I'm the one true monk and everyone apparently wants to get me. I didn't know I was the one true monk. Got a letter from a random woman I met once about it and it seems kind of weird. I don't know what's going on. Is my school bogus in the first place? I'm 5 days removed from getting my diploma. What's going on? I think it's like just
Right.
She is pacing. Definitely changed out of the ball clothes as cool as they were. She's like, this is too much. This is too much.
Yeah.
And I think she's probably been in any place in the house that she could have gotten away with trying to do some sort of something. Nothing destructive, just like,
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So Theo takes a level of exhaustion then, as she's unable to trance right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You graduated, and then the real world hit.
No, guys, the real world isn't like high school. No. But wait,
Yeah.
so that's just disadvantage on ability checks?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. Not combat stuff.
Not combat stuff.
Kiana.
Yeah, so Kiana's in her little own private room, just kind of got out of her ball gown and into her little sleepwear, and as she is preparing for bed, she would like to speak with Nicholas.
Oh, amazing. I love to duck to necklace.
When you left what?
Let me talk
I love to duck to
The
necklace.
necklace. So
Okay.
she kind of.
Yeah, go for it.
So that was some night, huh?
I thought it was very fun.
Yeah.
What?
Why? You seemed off. You were almost trying to compensate for Lorik's disguise. That you made it seem like that we were available for relationships. And I don't think we're in the right stage of life to be thinking about that.
Well, I was just trying to make it obvious that we were there with Fletch, not because Lorik wasn't there. So I didn't say anything. I was just showing Fletch to everyone.
Right, and I see that. But I did hear some whispers, and it seemed like people kind of got the idea that we were trying to make it known that we were ready for perhaps relationship to come, and that kind of stuff. And I just don't want that to be out.
Wait. Suitors called on you?
Not me, no, not me specifically, but I mean, it just seemed like that in an attempt to save face, we might have opened up some jeopardy for jeopardizing ourselves.
Daddy's not going to be happy.
Right. All I'm saying is I better not get hit on.
You can't take it back now, Kiana. If we're hoisted on the marriage market, taking it back, that would soil you for eternity.
Right.
Make you look like damaged goods.
Right. I guess we'll just take it one day at a time. And
Just none of them will be good enough.
Right.
For you. You're waiting for the perfect suitor, and there isn't one. I didn't mean to.
I know you didn't.
We're only 2.
Right. And I just wanted to make sure that you were aware of how it seemed. Because I know your intentions. I know you didn't mean to. But I just wanted to make sure we're on the same page.
I'm sorry, Kiana. I made this a big mess for you.
That's fine. No, you didn't. We're in this together, and we always have been, and we always will be. And we'll figure out a way out of this. Or
We have to, because we can't get married.
No. It's impossible. And ends conversation.
Severs the connection. Okay. Art, anything before you go to bed that night?
Me?
Yeah, anything you want to do before you go to bed tonight?
Um,
You don't have to.
I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna yell at myself for not being as good in combat. Maybe doodle down some more lyric after the conversation with Cyrus.
Give me a performance check just to see how well, see if you get a good song out of it.
Man, that was great material.
Yeah.
I love when my mentor when my bodyguard yells at me.
She just makes the best material.
She says that I'm not being nice, but I'm just telling it how it is.
I don't understand.
I can't shoot a bow.
26.
Just missed the mark.
26. Bart, you've written something amazing here. Like, it's just like, I don't know why I made Bart like whiny emo. But he's kind of whiny emo this time, I think.
I chimed in.
I'm gonna kill my mom.
Yeah, Bart, you write some like angry lyrics down of just like how dare anyone, interferes with my craft. Everything that I write is true. I'm the best creator ever.
Truth.
It's like
Certified lover
edging
boy,
on
certified.
diss track. Like it's like my stupid bodyguard thinks that I don't know what I'm doing. Just yeah, amazing.
I think that
I'm
just
going
and that's
okay.
full Kendrick Lamar on this shit.
Yes,
Oh,
that's how you
God.
spend your evening.
Whack, whack, whack.
And it's probably A minor. um,
Certified lover boy, certified pimp. Often.
one final thing before we speed through some other days. You see that Maverick, I think you end up wandering the hall, one final time, getting prepared for bed and everything. And you see your mother kind of slumped over, half unconscious on a bench in the hallway.
Maverick was definitely doing his like nighttime rounds because he is a host, so he was trying to make sure everyone got to bed okay. And I guess his mom didn't. And so he just kind of sighs and walks over to her. Doesn't even say anything. Just picks her up, bridal style. And starts to walk her to her room.
As you're walking, she kind of comes into consciousness, and she like pats your chest. She's like, "You are such a good boy. You know how to take care of your mama, don't you?" Maverick.
Yes, Mama.
All them things that everybody been saying about you, they're not true, are they? You, my precious boy, you're not having sex, are you?
He kind of like he loves his mom, but he has to open this door, so he puts her over his shoulder, opens the door, puts her back in his arms. And he thinks on how to answer that question, and a really fucked up thought comes to his mind of, I'm the man of the house now, so it doesn't really matter what she thinks. As he puts her in bed, he goes, Mama, I'm so sorry. Doesn't say anything else. Just kind of gives her that, like, I'm sorry.
You could never do anything wrong, my sweet baby boy.
Oh, God.
Maverick.
Yeah,
Listen,
yes, Mama. Yes, Mama.
try to be a good boy, okay? Because I know that she like touches your chest. And she goes, your heart is so big, and you get that from me. And all this anger, it's not you, baby. It's you can be Mama's good boy. And every time, if you ever get angry, and you just think of your mama, okay? And you don't have to be angry.
He just sighs and pats her cheek and goes, all right, Mama. All right. Not gonna do that, but all right.
And your poor drug-addled mother goes to bed. You guys spend several more days at Tschad Manor. Anything else that needs to happen over the next few days before we hit onwards?
Can I find the king?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Can I find the cane?
Yeah, absolutely. You can find the cane.
Cool. Pick it up. Look around. Go. You. Point to a servant. All right, come here.
Yes, sir.
Take this. Take him to the family. Yeah, it is heavy. Sorry. Take it to the family. Blacksmith, and I want a great axe made out of that handle.
Yes, sir. Straight away. Takes
Thanks.
it away. Incredible. Anything else over the next few days?
I
That's
think
dope
Lorik
as hell.
can. That really
Sorry.
is. First of all, second of all, I think Lorik just tries to hone his craft a bit more.
I love that. Lorik churns out some pieces in the next few days. I love that.
Yeah.
I know that Maverick wants to go talk to Bart.
Okay.
Because I have a feeling. Sorry, my fucking septum piercing is deciding to fall out mid-recording. I have a feeling, and Josie can tell me if this is wrong, that Josie said something about the song to Maverick. And so he
Hey,
wants
by
to
the
go to
way,
Bart and
where did you guys go that first night? Cyrus, head back to her room.
Where did you guys
dancing?
end up?
Maverick was in his childhood bedroom.
Did you both
I was in my
stay?
room. Yeah,
twin
Cyrus,
size
what
lofty
are we
bed.
doing?
They shared the race car bed.
Let's just say they sat down and they talked about things. Cyrus mentioned more about Joel, what he said into the detail, and then how he was concerned about it all, and that he was kind of jealous of me. And then she just turned in for the night. I don't think she'd stay.
Too soon.
Anyway, please go talk to Bart.
Where is Bart?
I'm just walking around. I don't know. Well, I'm looking for something to do because I'm bored.
I go from making this terrible decision about a weapon. I see and go, oh, you. Follow after you. Bart.
Hey. Hey.
Hey, bud.
Hi.
What's up, buddy?
Nothing much. How are you?
You know, a lot of things go through your head after what happened in the last few days. I'm good. So chill. Let's just walk. And I walk him, and it's like through, I don't care who hears this conversation. I'll walk him through the manor, just like doing what I'm supposed to be doing and having this conversation of like, no, don't hang it right there. It doesn't go. So anyways, Bart, that song that you wrote,
Which one? The recent
Whispers
one?
in the Garden. Whispers in the Garden was what Devin called it.
Whispers of the
the
Garden?
one you titled, yeah, Whispers in the Garden.
The one I sang and during the dance while looking straight into your eyes because you loved it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
You loved
So-
it, I know.
Okay. Bart. One.
One.
Why did you look straight into my eyes?
Because it was about you, and I wanted to make sure that you knew that. And then I saw how happy you were, so I was like, yeah, that's good. So it made me
Right,
feel
you
good.
I can't tell people that I like the song, because then I lose cool politician points. 'Cause I'm
Oh,
supposed
well,
to
I
like
didn't
boring
say
music.
I'm not out saying, guys, Maverick loved my I'm not telling people that. I knew I could see through your eyes how much you liked it, and so that gave me more
I did
confidence
like
to
it.
keep going.
I
Okay,
did
good.
like it.
Yeah.
Did you tell Cyrus that I liked it?
Well, maybe. Well, I didn't say that you like outright liked it. I said that you both looked like you enjoyed it, because you both definitely did. You guys were both loving it. But I didn't really say that like you liked it specifically. I said you both kind of were like feeling it, you know? You guys were vibing to
Alright.
it, I think.
Yeah. Well, he sits there for a moment, because what he really came to tell Bart was he was ready to be like, hey, don't do that again. Don't ever do that again. But he was like, wait, no, that song was actually really cool. And
It was kind of fire, actually.
and Maverick goes, well, alright. I'll say this. As long as you're not pissing Cyrus off for real, pissing her off. I like the songs. like them a lot.
Way ahead of you. I've already gotten some written down. But am I making her mad? She didn't seem mad. Was she mad? Did she seem
He thinks,
upset?
he thinks back to the conversation and goes, I don't think so. Also,
Okay, good.
I don't have good insight with women. I'm
Well-
not sure about that.
Okay, let me just
I
write
don't
that
know
down real quick.
I don't know women's emotional emotions. I know other things. So I'm gonna say I don't think she was mad.
Okay, good.
I will tell you, did like the song.
Nice. Okay.
Have always been a fan of your music. We haven't gotten to talk a lot. And
That's true.
as I've been saying to everyone, am deeply apologetic for the person you saw me be a few days ago.
What do you mean? What?
Amber goes, you don't have any issue with how I acted?
How did you act? What are you talking about? You're always like mad. You're always the same. I don't know. You're always just chill. I don't know.
Alright, well, my work here is done.
Hey, do you have any feedback? Like what do you think? Do you have like anything I could maybe add to myself? Like any details you kind of want it to go? Like I can show you like what I've written so far, but like, what do you think?
If you could add something in about the woman always deserving kindness that has not been given to her.
Okay. I got that. Okay. Good. That's good shit. That's good stuff. Mav.
Yeah, I was in a band once, and he just walks away. Just walks away.
You are what?
He starts running. He's like, huh? And he calls out after Bart. Kitchen's up to. You can use the kitchen for wherever you want. It's fine. It fixed. They fixed the sink. Runs off.
Amazing. Anything else over the next week or so?
I think Kiana at some point walks up to Cyrus. And I'm not going to spend very long on this, but walks up to Cyrus and says, Cyrus, do you have a minute? I have a question. Or perhaps a request.
Cyrus just puts down the picture she was holding and was like, yeah, what is it, Frog?
Well, we have been... Oh, goodness. We have been getting into a lot of more battles recently, and I'm not that well equipped, and you're very, you seem like to know what you're doing, because you killed that one guy. And she pulls out, like, her warhammer, and is basically just asking, like, can you show me how to properly use these?
Whoa. What are you carrying around that? Where did you even get this?
Oh,
and she takes it and starts looking at it.
I've always had it, but I just am so keen to magic and spells and, helping my friends whenever they need me, but I just want to be prepared in case I ever need to use it.
Well, yeah, I could show you how to use it. Where did that come from? Here. Yeah, I can show you how to use that. I know how to use all kinds of weapons.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. And then I'm just imagining, like, a training montage of,
Yeah, absolutely. Amazing. You can give me athletics check with advantage because Cyrus is helping you.
Heck yeah.
Anna's really good at that.
Yeah, she's totally... Oh, that one's cacked. Hold on.
Gotta honor the cock.
Alright, that is...
Gotta honor the clock.
18.
So cool.
18. Kiana's really getting the hang of it, I think. If she ever gets within 10 feet of an enemy, they're done for. Amazing. Anything else over this next week?
Did Maverick and Lorik need to have more of a talk or no?
About the specific confession
Yeah.
of the personality thing, they did finish that conversation.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make
If
sure.
something new needs to happen, certainly, but they did tie off that before the battle started.
Yeah.
I don't want to take too long to do it because I could yell at Joel all day. But Maverick does go to Joel, and it kind of the gist of it is he walks up to Joel with his hands behind his back because he's very aware of what apparently they can do if he rolls in that one. And he just addresses to Joel. He addresses to Joel that one, he did not like the fact that he came up to Cyrus in the ballroom, because in public they have to equally have the line of close friends and advisor role that needs to share the same space. It was very unprofessional to do that in front of other people, especially considering, Varants and the Imperians already don't see eye to eye. So to go up to her and do that was highly inappropriate. Maverick's very pissed off about it. The second thing is Maverick's pissed off that Joel did not, tell him any of these feelings or any of the emotions that he apparently had, but he was fine to tell Cyrus, and cause an issue with. He makes the mistake of using this, just saying this, getting in between me and Cyrus's relationship, and does not elaborate.
Joel lets you talk, and then when you've finished, he says, I am incredibly sorry if I was unprofessional or crossed any lines. I guess it's just hard for me to differentiate when you're Senator Maverick Tschad versus just Mav. So it won't happen again.
All right.
And as for that second point, just worried about my friend, just looking out. Cyrus has been mean to you from day one. So sorry, it's just looking out for
What?
your, maybe, I don't know. Man, sometimes you can see what your friends can't. New people in their lives. So sorry, just looking out. Anything else, sir? I have the new porcelain coming in to replace what broke, and the carpenter's making some new barrels. Is there anything else that I can do for you? Sir.
I'd like you to move your room to the other side of the mansion. The guest room that you always stay in, you can move that to the other side of the mansion. If you want to punish me for setting a clear boundary with you, so be it. And he walks off. I'll go find his neat new warhammer. Or I have great axe.
Yeah. Joel's room is moved to the other side of the mansion by the end of the day. Incredible. And you receive your battle axe back with the new handle. Okay. Let's all, unless there's anything else, let's all take a long rest. Be honest with yourself, if you should still have a level of exhaustion, take one. But if you think you've been here for about 5 days, if you think you were able to kind of get caught up on sleep and everything, you can alleviate all of those. Excellent. As you guys begin to travel again, the house seems good. Afriel is beginning to pack for whenever she might be sent for. Thing is kind of working itself out in that way. The funeral does happen. It seems like the PR side of that went off without a hitch. The country is in mourning of Senator Maverick Tschad Jr. and his untimely natural death. We will move into a little bit of an epistolary phase now, as you guys begin to travel towards the next libraries. This is a longer travel, so you guys will be in the carriage for longer than usual. But I have some letters for you guys, and then you can write some letters if you so desire. A big bag of mail is dropped in your carriage as you're about to go, so you have plenty of time to read it. The first one is addressed to Theo Holloway from the Paladins of the Eternal Sun. And you see, as you open it, a letter that says, Miss Holloway, we very much appreciate your interest. It seems that the clerics of the Whispering Storm were very sorry to hear of your changing alliance. We send our condolences and have a check en route for 500 gold to Maverick Tschad Sr. to help with any damages that those spell slingers might have caused at the esteemed Tschad Ball. Your martial prowess is very attractive to us, Miss Holloway. You might be exactly what this group needs to turn the tide and put power back into the hands of the almighty Empyrean's army. After all, if the one true monk changes her alliance, perhaps the rest of her classmates will follow suit. We will find you very soon, Theo. The survival of Imperia depends on it. From General Corvin Bloodreaver, Paladins of the Eternal Sun.
So I'm just thinking about the immediate aftermath of that is Theo sets. I'm assuming we're like in the carriage or whatever. I'm like, why does everyone know, except for me, that I'm the one true monk? When was that news? Who decided that? Was there a vote?
Give me I don't even know, whatever check you'd like to do to see if you can figure it out.
I assume it would probably be history.
That's fine.
I think it makes sense. Disadvantage. That's an 8.
Okay, does anyone else want to think about it? And try?
I mean,
Stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, someone help Theo out. See if you guys can
Said
brainstorm.
history.
History.
Yeah, I just did history.
Lorick can try too.
Average
Just because why not?
Yeah.
Or it can try to, yeah.
Average
Lork out of the
interest.
kindness
Average
of his
interest
heart is
builder.
trying.
Yeah. I only have a +1 to history, so
Oh.
good luck, everybody.
I also had
I have a 0 to.
I got a
history.
nat 20.
Oh!
That'll do.
A
Maverick.
nat 20.
I got an 18.
That'll play.
Okay,
17.
Lorick, I think you piece this together too. Bart as well. Maverick, though, you remember distinctly. Did Theo tell Maverick when Clementine sent her a letter?
Yeah, I think I was like, hey guys, got
Yeah.
a prophecy, question mark? What's that about?
Maverick, you're very familiar with your baby mama friend, whatever, her gift, so to speak, of prophecy. And you remember that she sent by snail mail a prophecy detailing that Theo was the one true monk to Theo.
Oh.
They got the mail.
Could have been intercepted, perhaps, by magic or other means.
They got the
Dang.
mail.
Theo, remember when you told me about Clemmy sending you that the letter?
Yeah, is she like the divination wizard of the entire world?
Well, she doesn't need to be. All you have to do is get the other letter the letter she sent you and read it. They intercepted it. Oh.
What if she's wrong? What if this is just happening because
She's
they intercepted
not.
one letter?
Theo, she's a divination woman. She's not. I try to think if Maverick knew what wizards were.
I'm gonna
She's
try
a
to do this,
divination woman.
but like,
Theo, as
feel like
you're
we-
freaking, you catch a scent from the bag of mail, like a weird smell, and it smells like fall spices.
What? I'm like,
You
Pretty
find the culprit, And it's just a little slip of paper, not like enveloped or stamped or anything, that it smells very strongly of like autumn spices. And it says, "I'm sorry, you seem really nice." And it's unsigned.
Oh, that's from that girl. How did she get that in there?
Wait,
Theo is
can
so
Maverick look
tired
over?
and so stumped by both the concept of divination and how this got in the mail.
Can Maverick like look over at the slip that Theo's holding?
Yeah, I think you can see
Yeah,
it.
there. What is that?
Girl at party. She was
Oh,
nice.
girl at a party?
She bought me a drink, and then the clerics attacked.
Oh.
I did not catch
Yeah.
back up with her. She wanted me to go
I mean-
outside. She was a monk.
Oh shit. If she wanted
A
to go
lot
outside
was
to
happening. She said something.
Today?
Yeah, she was telling me. Now this sounds like. Oh, what's it called? What's the word? It sounds like tomfoolery, but the bad one. Can't think of the word.
Setup.
Yeah, it kind of feels like that now because she was telling me that she saw the clerics outside and she was like, "Oh, you want to go see? Because the clerics might still be outside." And so I went, "Yeah, but I kind of want to go bring backup in case the clerics are there." And so I went to go find you, and then the arrow came and blew up a barrel. And then I did not see her again.
Well, it's
Granted,
probably
I
good you
was
didn't
doing
go
that. Have a-
outside.
Yeah, granted, I was doing a lot of other things at the time afterwards.
Can we all
Yeah,
smell
like
this
Cyrus
letter?
said, it's a
Kiana?
Sorry, I said, can we all smell this letter? Like, is it that strong?
Give me a perception check.
Nose.
Kiana doesn't have a nose. That was a nat one.
Oh.
Oh.
Never
Okay,
mind.
anyone else trying to sniff?
Kiana's smelling something outside.
Lorik will give it a sniff. Let's do it.
Cyrus is curious.
You said perception?
Yeah.
All right,
Roll
awesome.
to
so
sniff.
well today.
That's a
Art?
12.
Oh.
Art got a
19.
13.
19.
Oh. I got a 7, but it was a nat 1, so.
Mm.
Yeah, that don't
Okay.
count, babe.
Don't count, babe.
Why everyone trying to
Bingo.
sniff this?
Anyone who got over a 10 can smell it.
It smells kind of
Anyway.
Good
earthy.
nose.
I mean, she was a Eladrin. She was fall themed.
Are you guys
That
gonna do
wasn't
anything
right.
else with this?
Lorik, you can't eat it. It's not food. It's paper.
I wasn't gonna eat it. I was just gonna take it for some inspiration for something.
I want it.
Could I please?
No, it's my
Please?
mail. I have a little
Pretty
bag
please.
for my mail.
It's my love letter. I don't know.
I love
What
scrappy
you sprayed it with
paper.
her perfume?
All right. Can I
What
just
are you
hold it for a
guys
second?
smelling?
Can I just hold it for a
I
second?
go
What
like
are you
this
I don't
smelling?
know, Maverick.
up to Maverick's
can-
nose.
Maverick, you can smell it when it's up to your nose.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah. Well.
Okay.
All right, fine
Well,
then. Keep your
that
mail.
smelled like-
Whatever.
Lorik, when you
Lorik,
have
why are
mail,
you
can
trying to
keep
take the letter?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but,
Lorik,
like,
when you get
you're-
mail.
Yeah, but mine doesn't smell good.
it. We can make it. Smell
Okay,
good.
Kiana can spray perfume. Kiana, you got perfume?
I'm sure I can find
No,
some.
that's not the same
Mark,
because
do
like,
you
the
have
person who
perfume?
sent it meant for it to
I-
smell.
I could set it on fire for you.
That's not the same thing.
They have like a burnt smell.
It is a
A
smell.
little char. A little char.
Hey, burnt
Yeah, but-
smell smells good. I don't know what any of y'all are
But
talking
then I
about.
can't
Okay,
keep
it depends on the burnt. What's being burnt.
That depends. Yeah, it depends on what's being burned.
So,
Actually, no.
Anyways, we do have.
Sorry, Joe. Sorry, Joe. This is all happening as we're getting letters.
Well, yeah, everyone else is suddenly realizing, oh wait, I have mail.
Right.
Yeah.
Every time we get a letter, someone just sniffs it.
You've
yes.
got mail.
You get this unsigned, autumnal-smelling letter. I'm sorry, you seem really nice. To Cyrus, also unsigned. This comes with a large bag. You read the letter first, and it says, "The first maverick on death's door, the second maverick dead, the third change his ways, renounce his family, with you as his date. The boss like how you work. He respect the way you don't do as he ask. He respect the way you have it all. We'll be in contact for further business." And you have a bag with 500 gold.
Why does the letter have an accent?
Hey!
Hey, you wrote it another letter.
It's all written with squiggles.
It's
How did you
italicized.
do that?
It's like
That's impressive.
At the beginning, asterisk, read in this accent, asterisk.
Shut up! I didn't
Russian
say anything
accent.
weird.
That's a law loophole!
I demand to live this down immediately. No.
Squashed.
Shut up. Okay, anyway. Yeah, you get your money. Seemed like it worked. The next letter is to Senator Maverick Tschad III from Clementine.
Oh.
And you,
Okay.
knowing Maverick,
I'm
you
in so
sent
much trouble.
her with child support in it. Hey, how's the kid doing? And the other night when you guys had your Met Gala, it was broadcast to any nation who wanted to watch it on the HoloCube. So, you know, anyone could have heard, and there was that rumor going around about your child anyway. So, responding to your letter, this is obviously from a bit ago, it had to travel here, says, "Saw you on the HoloCube. That thing with Cedric is being sorted out. He found a photo of us in the Monk Academy yearbook together and made a hopeful assumption. Tell that pretty little thing you were with thanks for clearing our name. I've mostly convinced Cedric it isn't true, but I can't help that he's wondering about his dad and resenting me for not telling him. When your dad and grandpa die, maybe things will be different, and I'm trying to be patient, but some days I'm wishing I had just given up my independence and married you when I had that choice 11 years ago. Empyrean knows what empty shell that would have made me, but at least my baby wouldn't feel like this. I would suffer 1,000 lifetimes as a senator's wife for our boy. I just realized that too late. I want so badly to see you soon. Even looking past how much Cedric likes to see Uncle Maverick and how I enjoy our friendship, it must be no secret that I burn for you. An ache to think of when you'll next comfort my bed." And you see that it trails off into, like, truly another page of pornographic fantasy.
Oh my.
The next letter.
Can I smell this
Oh.
letter?
Yeah, let me sniff that one. If we're all
Perception
passing-
check.
Snip check,
Cyrus.
hand over.
Cyrus, you can do a
no,
perception
li-
check.
listen, this
Can
is
I get a
such
bite
funny-
check on that one?
This is such a funny idea. Listen,
I want to
like as
Everyone
we're all
can do
pulling out-
perception checks, yes.
As we're all pulling out mail, we're doing the thing that's like, okay, well, does yours smell? And we're passing our letters around, and Maverick's like,
He's
I'm
not.
not passing this one.
No.
And everyone's like, Mav, come on, let's smell the letter.
Oh, that's funny.
How does Maverick react as he's reading it?
That's what Cyrus wants to see if she can get a read on that, because I'm sure he has some sort of reaction.
Unfortunately,
Bart would
Maverick
also.
Maverick is sat right next to Cyrus, and is like, you know, legs touching, not like on each other, but like they're next to each other. They're probably just like, get a little of this autumn letter that smells. Oh, he starts to read it.
Oh god.
And at first he at first gets a little bit misty-eyed because holy shit, it's a really sad thing. Talk about his son, her wanting to suffer to be a whatever, all that. He gets misty-eyed. The moment it says yearn, he goes and slowly peels, like straightens up really fast, looks over at Cyrus and turns his whole body away from her. He's just like trying to read the letter, like how you hide your phone in class, just god. And not because he's like, sexy letter. It's because he's like, oh my god, why is this a page long? Why is she going into detail? I'm gonna throw up.
Stand up, Maverick.
Everyone, let me know what your perception checks are, dudes.
He's pulling his cock out! 14.
I'm rolling. I'm gonna roll.
Stand up. Stand up, Maverick is
Oh, I
insane
thought that
to
was gonna
say.
be a 20.
Bart needs more material.
14.
Was it perception?
Mm-hmm.
15.
What do I roll?
20.
You roll stealth or sleight of hand.
Oh, I thought it was
Oh,
perception.
wait.
My bad.
Oh, I thought it was perception as well. What am I doing?
Oh.
It is perception. Maverick
So
is rolling
I'm
stealth.
rolling.
Oh, okay.
I'm rolling stealth.
Oh. Oh.
Maverick
So
is
all the
hiding.
rest of us can roll perception?
All of you can roll a perception except Maverick.
20.
Baller.
Natural?
No.
Okay.
No.
Please.
I got
Lorik
an
is
8.
painting again. I got a 2.
Lorik's painting.
Hobbies.
Sniffing the paint.
Man with hobbies.
What did Kiana get?
Oh, 14.
Okay. What did Cyrus get?
15.
Theo?
8.
Maverick.
I just say that he's not turned on. I got a 6.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
everyone but Lorik can sense the vibe.
Everyone,
The vibe.
listen. Lorik's painting. He's looking out the window. He's painting. All of the rest of you see Maverick go. Even if he's not turned on, he is fully turning his body away, going and like,
Oh god.
He is horrified. And I will say Cyrus being right next to him can just see how tense he is staring down. Because
He's
they're
doing
like,
that thing
oh my
where
god,
he's
oh
like,
my god.
Joe, can you do that accent that's like, oh god?
oh my god.
Yeah.
Is Maverick Tschad reading pornography on the carriage?
Can't have nothing nowadays. Gotta
Oh,
have me
spice.
standing there reading that
blood.
spot.
Anyway, that's what Maverick's letter gets, and all of you except Lorik notice he's hiding a letter for some reason. Unless one of you
No
is
one
like
can
actively
snitch
trying
it.
to read over his shoulder,
I
then
don't wanna
you
find
just
Or
out.
get it from him. Or get it from him. Kevin Ambassador's doing. Art.
I mean,
Yeah, Bart, do it.
Bart's like,
I'll
material.
take a peek. I need more material, you know? I'm okay. I want to peek.
On a dirty 20, you get the gist without getting any specific details, though. But, like, as from the look you do catch, you get the gist. Okay. If nothing else. Kiana, you receive a letter from Sir Tobert of Imperia. And it's just a very generic, Princess Kiana, I was enamored by your presence yestereve at the ball. And now that you are, not yestereve, whatever, some amount of time ago. And now that you are ousted into society and hoisted upon the marriage market, I would ask that you pray tell when I might call upon you for further courtship. I feel certain that many other gentlemen will want to do the same. From Sir Tobert. And one final thing before you guys send whatever letters you would like to. Theo, who would you be sitting with in the two carriages that were split up into? Who would you be sitting with?
Good question. We were talking
Actually-
to everyone, so
Yeah.
Maybe maybe we got the. If I'm thinking logistically, it's like opened that letter immediately before we got in the carriage. Maybe we were all outside.
Can we just say that the Tschads have like an XL carriage or some shit?
Yeah,
For all
do we-
of us? Or is it our
carriages
carriage?
get destroyed?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
just
you guys can have
rent-
one large carriage if you'd
just
rather.
rent the minivan.
It didn't get destroyed because remember Kiana had a random ass
Yeah, I had a
Wheel.
wheel.
Oh, the wheel. I forgot.
You could have traded in for just a long carriage, though, if you would rather.
I think
That's
yeah,
so
I think
Limo
Oh.
carriage.
Yeah.
normal long
Limo
carriage.
carriage.
I think it makes more sense, especially since last time it kind of put us in a weird sticky
Yeah.
situation
Yeah.
long
with
way.
the long
So-
wagon. Yeah, I'm
Before Theo, you get this final thing. Abby asked me to ask this, and I want to, and I forgot to until
oh
just
yeah.
now. What's everyone's road trip vibe? As you guys are in this carriage for several days, like what are you doing on your road trip? How are you spending your road trip? And say whatever order you like.
I can start it since it was my idea, and so you guys can
Okay.
get the vibe. I think even while plagued with stress and hypothetical situations, I think Theo still gets so bored on the road trip. And I think it's like that thing. It's like sitting in the carriage for a while, and it's like somehow got a bouncing ball. Like don't know where she got it. She's throwing it against the side of the wagon. And then when it's not like going straight up a mountain, I think she'd literally be like if it's like a covered wagon, she's sitting on the top like monkin'.
Monks.
It's my favorite thing we ad-libbed.
Amazing.
Monks.
Kiana is, because this is quite literally her first time in the whole open world, so taking in every moment, looking out the window as much as possible, but also I can picture Kiana being that person that has to pee every 30 minutes and requests that we pull over.
To kind of add on to that, I feel like Lorik has gotten so into painting that he'll just kind of sit there and then occasionally like just really into the painting, like right on the edge of the wagon at the back, just kind of fall off every once in a while from painting. Yeah, just lay forward, go to
carriage.
grab a brush, miss, and fall.
He has
And
to
I think
pick up his
every
paint and
time,
run.
yeah, I feel like every time Lorik falls, that's when Kiana's like gonna go to the bathroom, just to sort of like get that all worked out. So it's multiple things slowing. I feel like Lorik might even start doing it to make sure Kiana doesn't feel like she's like keeping up too much time. He'll like be like, "Whoops," and just fall.
Oh no, that's not for Kiana or for Lorik again.
Oh no, trauma.
Barrel roll.
What about Bart?
He's just been on a roll lately, writing lyrics. Peeking every now and then at the couple, maybe badgering them every now and then for more info. Just like, hey guys, you guys look comfy over there. Going on.
Us literally
like-
just sitting there. Us like
Sitting
barely
there and
elbows,
right now.
elbows barely touching.
They're on the opposite ends.
Barely touching. Write that down. Write that down.
One of them's asleep.
Me probably.
Yeah.
Hey, no premarital same air breathing. What are you doing?
What about Cyrus?
Cyrus, I'm sitting next to Mav, probably though across from Bart. I mean, that's what I was picturing anyways. And then, probably half the time she's like this, like half asleep, just relaxing. And then if Maverick is dozing off, if he starts to snore, she elbows him in the shoulder to stop him from snoring. And then, just probably keeping an eye on Bart, watching him write all that stuff, and she's getting a little bit worried.
Such marriage behavior, God.
And at some point she gets out of the carriage and she's like, I need to go to the bathroom. Be back. And she goes out and then she goes into the forest and then she comes back.
Amazing. And what about Maverick?
With all of this going on, Maverick is just Because Maverick doesn't want to read or anything, or do the normal, like, Imperial, oh, I'm gonna read philosophy on my HoloCube. The Kindle HoloCube app.
The HoloCube
He
is
doesn't-
not a Kindle. I need to retcon that immediately. You can't have Kindle.
Wait, what? We can't have
Why
Kindle?
not?
There's books for
No.
a reason.
Let him
The
be a
HoloCube
tablet
is
kid.
a broadcasting and recording device. That's it.
So
I
it's
will
like a
say he does-
TV.
He occasionally
Yeah.
has the HoloCube if it's something he has to listen to because politics, his job. He'll be listening to it low volume, probably not really retaining any of it. When he gets too restless, because he will just sit there and stare blankly out the window. When he gets too restless, he probably gets on the floor and starts doing like push-ups and sit-ups and stuff. Because this is a man who's had a daily workout routine of 2 hours, and they're traveling for days. So he's like, I gotta get this out now. I gotta get this out now. I'm losing my mind.
Every pee break, he finds a tree and does pull-ups.
Yeah.
Cyrus just sitting there sharpening her dagger, like, oh, there he goes again.
I'm
God.
not losing my touch. I'm not.
I am not
I'm
losing
so
my touch.
fit. I'm so
Never,
fit.
do you want to have a contest? Do you want to have a contest? Come on.
Occasionally, he'll do a contest with Loric. Occasionally, he'll be like, "All right, someone get on my back. I need weight. Someone get on my back. Someone get on my back. Gotta do push-ups."
Y'all are on there.
Cyrus challenges him to an arm wrestling match.
Oh yeah.
Probably
Maverick just
loses.
starts pulling the wagon.
Yeah.
I have one more thing for Epistolary, but I'm gonna call a bathroom break really quick, so we'll
Yes,
come back
please.
in 2. We'll come back in 2, finish that up, and move on to the next part.
The next part.
Our last point for our epistolary phase, not really a letter, but something that I want to happen, and I'm in charge. So.
Hey, this came in the mail. Boom.
Aye, aye, Captain.
This came in the mail.
The
Pipe bomb.
bomb!
Theo,
Just came in.
and
Yeah.
actually, everyone, probably, as you guys stop for like a pit stop at some point, I think Theo, you're trailing behind a little bit everybody else as they all go out to do whatever it is they're doing at this little pit stop. And behind you, you hear, and as you turn around, you see that Fletch has just teleported in front of you. And your brother goes, okay, first of all, you are so hard to pin down with a teleport spell because you're always moving.
I'm in an envoy. We move. You would know that if you got out of the house.
Second of all, okay, it's really easy to find me with a teleport spell. If you had one.
Well, then I could teleport and punch you in the face, and I punch you.
Roll an attack roll.
Are we just leaving them to do this? Are we walking far ahead? Okay.
Kiana's peeing.
You guys are peeing.
Maverick, this is just mid like workout contest.
Cyrus gestures
adults-
towards Theo, looking at Mav, gesturing towards Theo, like, this is your problem, and just walks away.
So, Fletch is a wizard, and, so I just rolled a 17 to hit.
Yeah, you punch him. Oh, not funny. He immediately healing words himself.
Yeah,
And
it's
he
not
goes,
funny.
Second of all, tell me why I was scrying on you while you were at the ball so that it would be like I was there. But then I saw, oh wait, I was there. With a 2-year-old grung, Theo. My coworkers at Spell GPT are roasting me. Oh, he's here to meet a 2-year-old. Look who's marrying the princess. Look who's doing martial stuff instead of magic. Look who's 300 and still lives with his moms.
Well, they're right about one of those
Sorry.
things.
Okay. Listen, how'd you do it? Okay? Because I know that you don't have simulacrum or major image or anything. So what, did that Bart guy do it?
No.
I know he was your date, and if you don't take back what you said about me not being a real wizard, I'm gonna tell Emig, and she's gonna be so mad. And I'm gonna tell Rory, and she's gonna be so mad. And you have to take it back.
How can I take something back? It's already said in the air.
Ah!
You can go tell all your stupid little spell GPT coworkers yourself. And if they don't believe you, that's just on you, isn't it? Because you haven't been believable enough, because you've been a total wad.
Period.
If you can't figure out how I got someone to look like you, then are you really that good of a wizard?
Kiana walks like towards the direction and says, "Lorik, what are you doing? You don't have to dress like Fletch anymore. No one's
Oh
around."
my god! I
Lorik just
cannot
walks
be
over-
seen with her. I
I'm right
cannot
here.
be seen with her.
Wait, Lorik, what are you trying to do?
I'm right here. What's go? Oh, hey,
Oh,
how's it going? And
You.
he walks over. Hi, how's it going? It's nice to meet you.
No, sorry.
okay.
No.
Sorry.
What? Got a problem with
Uh,
minotaurs, Fletch?
Yeah.
No, I have a problem with people who are pretending to be me.
How do you know it was him? I'm kidding.
No proof.
Process of elimination, idiot.
Process of elimination. I feel like I'm being outed here for no particular reason.
Yeah, Lorik
Um.
wasn't
Wow.
at all. How do you know
Yeah.
we didn't just get someone else to do it?
So this is what's called profiling, and that's not cool.
How do you know
Maverick.
profilers?
Yeah. Maverick walks up, but he's staying behind Fletch, and he just is staring down and goes, "You have a problem?"
Like the.
Careful, Maverick. He's a wizard.
I don't think that
Hey,
has anything
Theo?
to do.
Tell
Yeah.
your scary friend that this is a sibling matter.
Should I pick this guy up? Do you want me to pick this guy up?
No, Lord, don't pick him up.
No.
Are you sure?
Because then he's just gonna cast fireball and we'll all catch on fire. And he'll go, "Oh, that wouldn't have happened if you didn't have shield."
Fire isn't real.
Because it happens all.
It-
Fire is real, Lorik. We'll come back to that.
What
Um,
am I talking about?
But yeah. So
So, you want me to tell Emig and Rory that you stole her boyfriend?
I didn't steal anyone's boyfriend. Me and Bart are bros, and I high five Bart. Boom.
Still making eye contact.
Fuck yeah.
Boom. Me and Bart are in sync. I don't say that, but that's Boom. No. I'm not dating Bart. We are buds. Rory can figure it out.
Can you at least help me tell people that I'm not dating a 2-year-old?
I never said
I
you
think-
were dating Kiana.
Yeah.
I just said you guys were friends and went to the ball together and you were having a good time out in the world, which you might do if you got out of the house. And
Emig
stop
is
being
I mean,
so mad at
Fletcher.
me, dude. Emig
Fletcher.
thinks that I made a simulacrum and then I did it, and I'm gonna get freaking grounded.
Can I shift into him?
Aren't
and
you
just
an
walk over
adult?
to
How
Kiana?
old are you?
You're 300.
Who's the real child?
Who
Yeah.
pays the bills, Theo?
Well, you
Mom,
could if you
You
moved
should
out.
pay your own
so-
bills.
Yeah,
my
you
God,
should do
I
You
that.
really
don't-
feel like we're getting
you-
off topic here.
You don't pay Mom and Imig any rent. They're being nice. Go get your own
Wow.
elfin apartment over
Yeah,
in
you don't
the
have any
Enchanted
shinies.
Forest and go do something on your own for once.
No
Freeloader.
shinies.
I'm too good for you anyway.
No shinies.
Period.
I can't
Heck
keep
yeah.
doing this.
High five.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
As you guys are all chiming in and him and Theo are chatting, Fletch casts silence on all of you except Theo, and you guys are unable to speak. It lasts for like 10 minutes.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. I mean, Empyrean.
Who's Jesus? Did you make that up?
I don't know. Listen. Did I come here to fight with you? Of course. But also, I figured you want to know before, and I wouldn't know this if I moved out into my own apartment, Theo. But because I live with Mom, Emig, I can tell you that Mom's sleeping on the couch.
Really?
After you were home, and they had that, well, wasn't there, but they told me about it. The graduation junk. I mean, I was kidding, like, good for you. I don't understand monk stuff, but good for you for graduating, I guess. But, like, Mom was seriously mad, and they, like, fought, and I thought Mom was gonna leave, like, and Emig was gonna, like, make her go somewhere else, but she's sleeping on the couch now.
Well,
Emig is like, no, like, just because Theo's not doing, like, the right thing and being a wizard doesn't mean that we can, like, but Mom is like,
well, that's their issue. If they think I'm doing something wrong, they can figure it out. I'm not gonna go back and be not this. I'm not gonna go back and pretend like I can do magic and that I want to do it just so that Mom can get off the couch.
I wasn't telling you to.
I'm just telling you that.
I was just
Thanks
saying.
for the info.
I don't know. I figured you'd want to know if our moms are gonna, I don't know, split up or whatever.
I
don't think
doubt
so,
they
but-
will.
I don't know. They've been together for 2,000 years already.
Yeah, really. It's hard to quit. Anyways.
Rory's upset. Like, won't come out of her room.
Okay.
Anyway, I'll try to get her out, but
Thanks for telling me, I guess.
I don't like you, like, just kind of fundamentally.
Yeah, I don't like you
I
either.
do think that you're good at what you do, even though what you do is stupid. Does that make sense? I I dislike you really deeply for, like, you as a person, but I also love you very deeply, and I'd kill anyone who told you that you couldn't be a monk.
I appreciate that. And I put a hand on his shoulder and I do the maybe slightly too rough. Do that.
He picks up your hand and, like,
Yeah.
like,
No,
drop
that's
your
fair.
hand.
That's fair.
Don't touch me. Anyway,
Okay.
Whatever. He lifts the silence and then disappears again.
Like I was saying, what the fuck just happened? What are you doing?
Wizard junk.
I was silenced.
Yeah.
You okay,
Were
Theo?
you silent?
I
Or were you
Or
silent?
You okay, Theo?
Yeah, this is like normal stuff that he does. I'm surprised that he didn't cast lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
Theo, I can just
Hey.
shift in to him anytime you want to just like get anything off, and I'll just take it. Like if you want to just get
Just-
anything out,
You just want me to punch you?
I mean,
That's
if
a
you
real
feel like you
friend.
need to, if you feel like you need to,
I
Just let me
already
know.
punched him. I did
I know.
punch him before you guys came over here. So
right?
I
But no,
did
I
get
also
that
want
out.
to do that. So
Okay, you want to punch him?
it was pretty funny. I was kind of standing in the back. I shifted into him at one point. Didn't really see it. I was just kind of mocking his movements,
That's pretty good.
And,
That
like,
probably
I'm trying-
threw him off. He was not having
trying
a
to
good
back
time.
you up a little bit. Yeah. So anytime.
Thank you. I appreciate
course.
it. I don't know. I think I've got
Maybe-
some letters to send.
I was just about to say.
I
Um,
have one
that was the
I gotta
last thing I
talk
had
to
for
some
the
people.
epistolary section.
Yeah.
We'll go in order. Let's start with one letter, and then we can return back to you all. Theo, go first.
For the more serious one, sort of. At least with plot relevance. I want to send a letter to Emig and
Mhm.
ask her about if she can look up, I think I wrote it down, what I wanted to, hold on. I want to make sure I don't forget anything. I want her to look into it at the library and whatever like library systems that she's got. If she can find anything pertaining to like one true monk thing, because boy, I don't really know what that is. I don't know if that's just a title or if I'm supposed to do something or like I got elected. I don't know. You know what I mean? I have no clue if there are responsibilities that come with this, what I need to do to, if I need to solidify it, all that stuff. And also with that, since I assume it's tied together, anything that she can find about the Rendoshi original monk guy. I know I found his own book, but if she can find anything that's like genuinely talking about him, and it's like,
Okay.
did he have anything else that I should go find? Like if he died or what? Like he died and he left things behind. If they're in a museum or somewhere monk place, and I think after all of that, I'm gonna write. I'm sorry that all of this is causing problems. I didn't mean for it to, and I didn't ask to get some title with all of this. I just liked doing it, and apparently that means I've got to... I was good enough at it, apparently, to have to step up and do something I wasn't ready to do. So, I'm sorry about Mom. But also, I'm not sorry, because why is she spreading rumors about me? Did you know that? Question mark. Did you know that she said I built the labyrinth under the library? Question mark. I physically could not do that. It was an ancient structure. I'm confused. Period. And then I just sign it, Theo.
Cyrus.
Oh,
So
wait,
she-
hold on. Wait, so sorry,
Yeah.
I just remembered. I also want to write in the letter that my letters have been intercepted. And so if there's any way you can get it to me securely
Mhm.
without interception, that would be preferred.
Great. Okay. Cyrus.
Cyrus is probably like twirling one of her like daggers, like how people can do those like tricks with their like pencils and stuff. Yeah, so she's doing that as she's like reading the letter that she got again from the for the guys, and so she just kind of looks at Maverick, passes it over, and then she starts working on her own letter. And she just writes back saying, appreciate your consideration. I look forward to any potential future jobs that we can work on together. Signed, Cyrus the Executioner.
Right. Okay. Bart. You never heard back from your dads
Yeah.
from the last epistolary phase.
I'll write to them asking how they're doing, how
Clarity.
how Clarity's doing, if he's getting any better, any worse. A little anxious, but smooth it out. I'll just like, I'm working on a new song. You guys want to see some lyrics? I just said a little bit, haha. My archery shots kind of sucked also, but I'm improving. Hopefully, haha. Please send something back as soon as possible so I know you guys are okay. Haha. Love you. Just like that.
Awesome. Lorik.
I have a bit of a unique idea.
Okay.
But because I've only been here as an NPC and now as a player, I want to clarify some stuff. Would
Sure.
there be any like local orphanages or anything that Lorik would be aware of the location of?
That's an interesting question because Lorik has been alive for about 2 months. You can give me history with disadvantage, just because of the unlikelihood of him knowing that. But if you wanted to ask
Got it.
someone to help you, you certainly could.
Yeah.
I could.
Someone who might know.
Yeah, anyone who's around, I
Well, probably
guess.
one of the Empyreans.
Empyrean.
Yeah.
I'll help.
Awesome.
Yeah, Theo's
Um,
lived here for 100 years, so
Yeah.
Is there any?
you can have
sort of
advantage on this roll then.
place-
Or you can have
Yeah.
normal, because it cancels out.
Okay. That's a. You said history.
Mhm.
Baller. Let me get the sheet back up.
Maverick has been to an orphanage in session 0. I just realized that as I was sitting here.
18 history.
Yeah, I think you and Theo, talking to Theo, she knows about the Empyrean orphanage, that Maverick went and brought like toys and stuff to them during his campaign. Lorik remembers being told about this.
That place that Maverick went and took the toys to before. I've been working on these pieces for a bit now, and I think that first of all, like, what do you guys think? First of all, and he kind of like shows some of the pieces that he's been working on throughout the trip, and a lot of them are just sort of like surrealist, but they've gotten better each time. All with a similar sort of color, but each time there's one that is more predominant than the others.
Ooh.
Absolutely
Yeah.
perfect.
Ah. Very good. A fellow artist, I see.
Thank you.
I don't know
thank
if
you.
I get it, but I do like it.
Yeah, it's I don't either. So
Okay.
yeah, it's like I got it while I was making it, but I don't really get it now. So it's almost like I'm looking at a new piece every time I look back, which is really cool.
That's cool.
Hmm.
But I want to send one of these off because the art in your home, Maverick, is what actually inspired me. And I'm hoping that maybe some of the art I created through that can inspire some of the kids at the orphanage where you went. So do you guys think that would be a good idea to sort of like send that off?
Maverick just
'cause
starts
I just want
crying.
opinions.
Oh,
Maverick just started like Maverick has no. Maverick doesn't answer. He just starts going.
Carter, take inspiration, aka text Brooks and tell him that he has inspiration, because that's amazing.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Or
Thank
you can use it before the session ends. But like, yeah.
Of course. Yeah, but he just wants to send off a couple pieces, just be like, hey, I hope this, and like the note is gonna read like, hi, you don't know me and you likely never will, but
Oh,
I
that's creepy.
that's what I think he'd say. I don't know.
One of the pictures is him
Maybe.
like holding the girl by the hair.
Oh, no.
No, correction. He would go, I'm Lorik, son of the governor.
Oh yeah, you're right. Whoops. Hi,
Autograph
my name is
artwork.
Lorik. Yeah. Hi, my name is Lorik, son of the governor. I'm sending this off
I am your
to
son.
hopefully yeah, just ignore the orphanage forgets halfway through. But no.
Yeah.
I would like to send this off to hopefully inspire any of you the way that I have been inspired in the past.
That is
Signed
such a
Lorik, son of the
beautifully
senator.
in character. Yeah, I've signed Lorik, son of the governor. That is such a beautifully in character thing that Brooks would be doing if he was here.
Oh,
That's incredible.
Awesome.
Amazing.
Follow up to
Um,
that. Can I send another one to the governor?
On the next round, yes.
Yeah,
We can. I'll do
okay,
one for
cool.
every one of them.
Cool.
I
By the
am
way,
your son.
I am your son. I should have been doing
painted
this
to prove
throughout.
it.
Maverick and Cyrus, take inspiration for your beautiful scene. Theo, take inspiration for the wonderful angsty teen energy you've been bringing. Bart, take inspiration for your songs and your incredibly in-character note-taking. And Kiana, take inspiration for your little conversation with Necklace. You guys have all been killing it roleplay-wise today. Yes, Theo.
Does that mean I get inspiration twice? Because I did the, okay, I got double inspiration.
Put 2 points down, yeah. At least
So-
that's how I do it. I don't know if that's
Okay,
really
I
how-
just
I had
wasn't
to-
sure if it's stacked or if it
Yeah,
was like
tell
temp
'em.
HP and junk.
I think it does.
It stacks.
Okay.
You're the boss.
Kiana, any letters? Kiana.
Yeah, actually. To the less attractive of the Holloway children. As a princess, I refuse to be silenced. Anyone who attempts to do so will face the consequences. Unless you want to know what it is like to insult an Abyssinian royalty, further, remember these words, Fletcher Holloway. P.S. I am way out of your league. I may be 2, and I have a lot to see in this world, but I know my worth. Princess
Period.
Kiana Hald of Abyssalia.
And I write on your letter, and at least Kiana gets out of the house.
Yes, queen.
I love it. That is perfect. If I didn't already give you inspiration, take it for that. Incredible. All right, Mav.
Oh,
You gonna bring down the vibe?
I respond to porn, man.
Thanks.
You don't have to.
Thanks to the
Please pull this
porn.
cock out.
Maverick sends a dick pic.
Wait, hold on, wait.
The only way to respond.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what that one did.
Be writing the letter.
Bombastic side eye.
So obviously gonna send one to Clementine.
Okay.
God. Dear Clementine. It's so great being your friend. And my dog's whining. It's been so great being your friend. And having a beautiful son together. He has to pause. He's still holding the there's 2 things happening in his mind right now. Murder, the letter from Cyrus, and porn. And he's trying to... Oh my god, hold on. My freaking dog. I'm gonna talk as I let him in. So he writes, Cyrus, or Dear Cyrus. No, Dear Clementine. We've been great friends. Come on, Jack. Been great friends. Oh, I'm so sorry that you're dealing with questions from Cedric. I promise that I will return to hopefully be able to come together with him, well, all of us together, and talk about hard topics. We can get that sorted out. It breaks my heart that you would have given up freedom to become what my mother is today. A sad drunk of a woman who used to paint and create art and is now a shell of herself. There's a reason you would have never been able to take that. That was not I did not give you a choice in that matter. I made you feel like you had a choice. You never would have been able to marry me. I never would have allowed it. It wouldn't have happened because it's not the life you deserve. Also, I hate to do this over letter, but could you refrain from sending me very beautifully written pornography? I understand that you are the mother of my son. And he looks over at Cyrus, and he looks down at the letter, and he goes, in his mind, he's like, "Oh, Mav, don't fuck this up. Don't fuck up something that could be good." And he writes, "I can't do that relationship with you any longer. I'm 35 years old. I need to grow up. I need to be a better man. Love, Maverick. P.S. I'm giving you the last page back because I don't want it on my person." Together and sends it off with more money for child support, obviously. More than last time.
He could
A lot
turn
more than
around
last
that
time.
money from the paladins immediately.
And I went to Grandpa.
Yeah.
No, it went to you. I thought.
It went to Grandpa.
Went to
Just
Grandpa.
kidding, but Grandpa.
Let's rob
Um,
Grandpa.
Subtract however much gold you think you'd be sending from your inventory. Absolutely,
yeah.
using that letter. Okay, back at the beginning, Theo.
What up? I want to send a letter to Rory and maybe just ask how she is. Because whatever Fletch was talking about, most of it's true, whether he's a wad or not. And so I think I'd just ask, like, how are you doing? I'm sorry that it seems like I'm causing some problems. Tell me if you're mad at me, please. And wasn't it so funny that Fletch was at the ball? Crazy, right? Didn't expect to see him there. Love Theo.
Awesome.
Just some
Cyrus.
sort of little wellness check.
Cyrus, do you have a
Okay.
secondary letter? No? Okay. Bart, do you have a secondary letter?
I don't know anybody else other than my dad's, so no.
Okay. Lorik, do you have another letter?
Yes. I need to send one to my father.
Yes. Yes.
Another art piece will be sent with this one.
Me and Dad.
Yeah. Dearest father, I know that we do not see eye to eye on the basic fact, all caps, that I am your son. However, I love you dearly and would like to keep you updated on my latest endeavors. Though I may not be following in your footsteps quite yet, I have found that I have a passion for art. And then he's gonna put C painting attached, parentheses, please tell me what you think, parentheses, please, I'm really nervous about whether it's good or not.
I love it.
Let me know what you think of the color choices. They really spoke to we. Scratch that out. Me.
Really
Signed.
spoke to me.
Signed, your favorite son, Lorik. And then a little
When Tandem
doodle.
just died. When Tandem just died. That's so funny. Also, I'm so sorry. The psychological torture to have some random man insisting that
Poor
he's your son,
man.
really stalking
This
you
poor
right after
man.
your son
No,
dies.
but
He's just getting
But there's-
harassed.
there's a little doodle at the bottom of the page that is quite literally just a little bit better than stick figures of Lorik holding hands with the senator as both stick figures, and then a big line that just says "me and you"
Amazing.
with a heart around it.
Flowers.
Standing under a rainbow. Yeah.
Yeah.
The next time we see this man, it's gonna be so awkward.
He's gonna give me a hug. That's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Incredible. Tiana, any secondary letter?
Yeah, she sends a second letter to Daddy. It says,
Daddy.
Daddy, despite rumors you may or may not have heard, I am not ready for marriage. I know the countless talks that you have given me, and I hold those lectures true. Signed, Gianna.
I am pure. Okay, good.
Short and sweet.
Mav, what you got?
He is still holding the letter that he was reading that Cyrus handed over. Thinking about his grandfather going to go lie again and all that fun stuff. And thinking about the last conversation he had with Joel. And he just kind of... He's on a sheet of paper. Your grandfather. I do hope that you eat our last conversation well in your endeavors to squash any rumors or situations that may have occurred at the ball. I know I'm not the head of the house yet, however, I do implore you to not take a single side in this paladin-cleric conflict. Because I can only assure you, if you decide to do so, I will make good on what I told you. Love with all my heart and hands, Maverick.
Thank you.
And he just sends it off, and he does because he knows it'll piss his grandpa off. Yes, that's some money for you. Get yourself a drink. He puts 2 gold pieces in it.
It's an expensive drink.
Incredible.
Yeah.
The next
multiple.
drink. Amazing. Any other letters from anyone else? Okay. Excellent.
Wait, hold on. Kiana, can you send a letter to Tobert?
Okay, so yeah, Kiana.
I help you write a letter to Tobert.
Kiana walks up to Bart and says, Bart, you have
Yeah?
experience with shutting people down, right?
I'd say so. Yeah, I've shut a couple haters down. Yeah.
Can you help me with this? And she shows the letter. I am not interested in the slightest.
Oh.
And I don't know how to word this. It's quite literally my first time.
I got you, Queen. Where'd my pen go? So do you want me to do it like shut them down softly, or like to be very direct, like leave me the fuck alone, you nerdy ass? Like what do you want me to do?
Probably softly. I mean, I don't want to be
Softly.
rude. Yeah.
Okay. Hello, Tobert. What a weird name, right? Tobert.
It does not.
I
slide off
am
the mouth very well.
flattered by how you feel, but I don't feel the same. Please
Reciprocate.
leave. I do not reciprocate. Thank you, Theo. Reciprocate. Please leave me alone. You're kind of creepy. Thanks. Kiana. Is that good?
Yeah, it's perfect. Thank you.
You should say that he
Alright,
smells
awesome.
like beef.
That is true.
You smell like
P.S. You smell like beef.
Someone said that to me one time, and I took it as a compliment, but I'm not sure if it's a compliment or not. So
Maybe it'll help him feel better after you've
Yeah.
rejected him.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
at least he smells like beef.
It is seasoned.
He
beef.
still has that.
that's true.
Amazing.
He did have a
Um,
beefness to him.
Any other letters? Okay. It is now, someone write this down, the 15th day of Mistwood. 1-5. Also, worth noting, I meant to bring this up earlier, Maverick's birthday passed a few weeks ago. You guys were all together while you had Maverick's birthday, but he did not tell any of you. Just a fun fact for you. But anyway, it's the 15th day of Mistwood. You guys it's been about 10 days since the ball. And you guys finally arrive at your first library. You find nothing of note. Pretty soon afterwards, you do find a secondary library with this beautiful, what the locals are calling an enchanted tree. Just this gorgeous, kind of tourist spot where people go and take pictures. They think it gives a good look. All that good stuff. Lorik, you find, you just feel like this strong tug towards this tree. And as you go and kind of look around it, you do find lodged in like a hole at the bottom of the tree is a small reptile scale. And as you pick it up, it whispers like in your brain to where only you can hear it. Remember who you are. And you don't know what to do with that, but it whispers, remember who you are. And I think Lorik kind of tucks it in his pocket to investigate at a later date. Oink! And that's all that you find at the second one too. Unless there's anything in particular any of you guys would be doing at one or both libraries, you find nothing of Terrador note. Yeah, what's up? I saw Lorik's hand first.
I wanna study some art books.
Perfect. Yes,
I
absolutely.
wanna look into some more like form.
Yeah. Lorik's studying up. I love it. Theo, what you got?
Yeah, I'm
You moved.
I want to ask, I know you said nothing of note, but I want to make it clear to the librarians there that we were seeing. Are you hearing me, or did you just walk out on me? Joe just walked out on me.
She's like, that's a cool story.
Actually, shut up.
Sorry, I could hear you. My mom was yelling at me.
Oh, it's okay.
Go ahead.
I just want, even if I don't find anything, I want to make sure that Theo herself, like I'm actively making an effort to look for true monk stuff, monk things, Rendoshi stuff, specifically stuff that is not monk things that maybe are not familiar to me from school, if that makes sense.
Right.
To see if there's anything, if I can find anything that's like, that doesn't sound like something I would have looked for, I would have heard at school. And I think in a way, I think like half intentionally, but not trying to like start something, if that makes sense. I want it to come off like Theo is trying to purposefully like not side with either side of those and saying it's like with the paladins or the clerics, it's like monks are their own thing. They're gonna do their own thing. We're not part of this war, whatever you know what I'm saying? It's like we're doing something completely different, and I'm not taking a side. I'm looking into my own stuff.
Great. I love it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and you can roll investigation history, whatever it is. We will resolve that roll in next session. Jesse will prepare adequate lore based on what you roll.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I didn't even know if lore was gonna come out of it. I just wanted it to, you know. That's a nat 20. No joke.
Yo!
I'm
Write that down.
You do be finding stuff.
We will absolutely resolve that.
Can we behold it? Oh, it rolled.
Yes. I believe you. We will absolutely resolve that roll at the beginning of
Amazing.
session 9.
Mhm.
Is that the next session? 9? Yeah.
The next one.
Almost double
So that
digits, guys.
So that we can honor a nat 20 and not because I didn't prepare any lore on him. So
Sorry.
there you go. Incredible. This is where Jesse shines, so I'm gonna let him do his thing. Incredible. You guys are anything else at the libraries? Okay. You guys are still at this secondary library, hanging out, you know, taking a little bit of a rest. You've been in the carriage for a long time. Maverick, you hear the approaching of hooves as a horse, like someone is Paul Revering galloping, whatever, on a horse. And you see Quimbert Shimberly
Chimberly.
in kind of like a courier's like bag outfit, whatever. As he rushes up, jumps off the horse, like before it even stops moving, he's, oh god, I need to find the senator at once. Senator, I have to tell you something. I was sent here to alert you.
Alright. Go on.
I came all the way from Misthaven. We have reason to believe the paladins of the Eternal Sun are going to attempt to burn down the Enchanted Forest. And that's where we're going to end this session.
Today's video is sponsored in part by Dwarven Spires Repair Auto Services. Not auto, but home insurance, whatever you want to call it. We do all our best efforts to make your home as safe and possible as possible. So yes, give us a call because we are looking for people's houses to fix. That was pretty bad. All right. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. This episode 8 of Whispers of a Dice, Terrador's Trespass, a Shattered Alliance. Boom! We really appreciate all of the views and all of the likes and comments and all those good things that we've gotten thus far. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button to get notified on all sorts of things happening Whispers of the Dice. Without further ado, see you guys.